Hey, this looks legit, bro.
What? So I'm saying we have to get the cables. I'm gonna move them over here though.
What?
And build them like a black. Yeah. So we get. No, give him a background so he doesn't like look like he's hanging out with the. Yeah, I'll put him in there. But yeah, get there. At least we're making progress. Shit. We're not sitting stagnant like we were for a while.
Never thought I'd say this, but thank God Rich D is back.
I knew you'd come around, man.
Shut up.
They all do.
That's how it always starts.
Oh, man. What's up, everybody? We're back at the ParBar. From a 3-week break for myself. I was in Guam, hanging out.
Jealous.
Super jealous.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, and tomorrow, jealous.
It's like Zellos.
Oh, man. Feels good to be back, though, I'll tell you that. It finally does.
Nice.
Yeah, caught up on some rest. But as always, my name's Rich D, and joining me at the ParBar today is Vince T.
What's up, everybody?
Noel.
Hopper
Uncle
Days,
Nono.
Uncle Nono.
And joining us also at the ParBar, Mr. Mark Fuentes.
What's
Who
up?
joined us over in Guam. My son's giving us snacks right now. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Kepa.
So yeah, man, we're back.
Nice.
I heard the episode with you guys last week.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sounded pretty good. I mean, you guys still made it to 45, 50 minutes.
I was aiming for a half hour,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
well,
to
then-
get something, but
And
we had stuff. We could have went to an hour, but our bartender Javen
cutting everything a little bit short.
swear that guy's too cool, man.
But he's manning. Bartender got to upgrade on his job. He's manning the laptop, and also has a camera and a microphone over there. So you might hear him jump in every once in a while when we ask him questions.
Yo,
You might be able to see him
I'll
now.
be right here.
We gotta introduce him every time now.
Oh yeah. No, not yet. That's
Well,
not ready.
on
We're
that
not
note,
ready
can
for
we cheers real
that. Can we
quick?
cheers? Yes.
Cool.
All right. Cheers. Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Uncle No,
got
you
water.
drinking water?
Yeah, I gotta lose the weight.
Oh, is that what happened? The doctor said?
No, doctor said nothing yet. But yeah, no, she said
No more jumping on the bed.
She said, you have problems with like your ankles, and I'm like, yeah. Hey,
They hurt?
You think you should lose some weight? And I looked at her, and I'm like,
What?
I guess I gotta lose some weight. Fuck.
What, are you a doctor?
Yeah.
That's cool. No beer. This is my first beer actually in a couple weeks. Well, since I got back from Guam. I think I had a beer almost every single day out there on Guam.
Well, that's kind of on vacation.
Yeah. And
Right.
it was good. I mean, it wasn't like getting like belligerent drunk, but you're
Relaxing.
drinking and relaxing and having them with all your meals.
Yeah.
And Bud Light's only like $2, and a shot of Jameson is like $3.50 to $5.
Oh, that's super cheap.
What was that Jamaican Grill? The $7 shot and beer?
Oh yeah, Terry's.
No.
Oh, you went to Jamaican Grill.
I'd gone there. I didn't go with you guys. But
Yeah, I didn't get to go.
It was
Nice.
$7 for a beer and shot.
That's good.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah. It was like the cheapest thing on the island was alcohol.
And that's cheap.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
We-
because
we,
a bag of chips is $7.
We went out there with Drew, the drummer. He's up on one of our episodes a while back, and yeah, we went to a place called Lava Lounge. It's
Nice.
a karaoke bar, and man, we bought 12 rounds of drinks, and out here,
Less
you
than
know,
$100?
dude, it was $60. I was like, what? They're like $60, and me and Drew were looking at her like all confused, like
That's it.
they're like, hold on, I think you missed a couple drinks. Did you add all this shit right? And she was like, and then we give her a $20 tip because
Because
we
it was so
expected
cheap.
yeah, we expected
Right.
to have like a $140 tab, and then she was like all shocked, and then she started like giving us free shots.
No way.
Yeah. So she was like, oh my
That's
god.
cool. Did they know you were tomorrow?
Yeah. They
Oh,
knew we
really?
were there from San Diego
Oh,
too. So it was at a fundraiser for one of the groups out there. But yeah, so we were I don't know, man. It was a great trip, a busy trip though. As far as like just everything we had to do. It wasn't like a 2-week vacation on every day. It was more like learning every day. So
Nice.
you know,
Oh, very nice.
you woke up at 6 a.m. and you were trying to get ready to get out the door by 7:30 to meet over there at the hotel or wherever we had to be by 8:30, 9 o'clock, and then you go and learn for the next like 6 to 8 hours,
Really cool.
whatever 4 hours it might have been.
I just want to note that Mark is really putting in some work right now because he is like sending our link to like all his family, all the people he met on Guam.
Yeah,
This dude
told
just
you.
tap, 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 tap.
yeah.
That's tight though.
But yeah, man. So we were constantly learning, and then you just had like a different mindset. I mean, my mindset was already, I knew what I was out there to do, and I knew what I was expecting, and so nothing really surprised me too much. But everything was like, you know, busy, really knowledgeable, and learning, and just kind of like decompress. Every day you had to like decompress on what you learned.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Just
like
soaking it in.
Oh,
Yeah.
got it. Not like it's too much.
right, not like it's too much. I mean, you would take notes, and then you would just kind of like, okay, what did I take out of that whole thing?
Yeah.
And what questions do I have now? Even though you wanted questions then, but you can't think of them that fast because they're going. You know what I mean?
So what places did you visit in Guam?
Let me see. The first day we went to the museum. Was it the museum, Jay?
The muse.
Oh,
Was that the first day?
Yeah, it was.
Damn, were you there? Hello?
I was there. Like, I got there really early compared to you guys.
hey, the museum was cool.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I don't know if it was the first day though.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the first day. And the museum was amazing, man. Like, they did a great job with that and seeing a bunch of artifacts and,
Shoot, our family names, dude.
yeah, and our names.
Yeah,
up
my
on-
grandma's
on
name was
the-
up there.
The wall from the war. Internment camps, survivors, you know, people who died in the war. But even prior to that, you see things that are dated back 4,000 BC to 2,000 BC. Some
Oh,
even
really?
even some they're saying that it might be 6,000 BC. So, you know, things like that. It's super interesting, and it's a trip because there's like there's a society that was there, you know, 4,000 BC, and they're making pottery.
Yeah,
making
pre-Nazi
fishing-
period.
Yeah, exactly, and they're making like fish hooks, and they're a civilization. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they figured it out.
Yeah.
Like, how do we survive? 'Cause
Right.
Either you do or you don't. There's none of this Postmates or.
Right. And I was sitting there thinking, like, I was like, you know, look at the designs because they have designs on the pottery, right? So
Like
they had to
signature?
like, yeah, I don't know if it's like a signature, but I was just like, man, can you imagine being back then and like you just see like your buddy like making a circle and doing all these lines and shit on a pot, and you're like, what are you doing, you crazy motherfucker? You got time for that shit? You gotta go catch some fish. Hurry up, get up.
Dude, we gotta cook in that
Yeah.
thing. Hurry up and make it.
I'm looking hungry
The
about it.
other one cracked because empty on side.
You know, that's what I'm thinking too. You know, because I mean, I'm sure they had like little jokes here and there.
Oh, they
You
got.
know what I mean? Like, look at crazy ass
Well,
little
one
trying
of
to make another hook out of a bone. Fucking weirdo. You know, and until that one day he makes one, and all of a sudden you're like,
He catches
shit,
like
let me, yeah.
catches like 2 fish.
Hey, let
at
me
one
try
time.
that. Let me try that.
Hey, that's a new gulp.
Some swim baits. But yeah, so we did that, and then they had like a lecture while we were there. By
Wait, bring it back real quick. Oh, I mean, is that for the museum?
yeah.
Oh, then go ahead. I'm sorry.
So the Dr. Bavakwa, how you say his last name? Bavakwa?
Who?
The guy who did the lecture.
Damn, dude, were you there?
Oh,
Damn it, Jacob. God.
yeah, his last name was hard. I couldn't.
Yeah, like Bavakwa.
It wasn't like Tony Ramirez in there. Or
No.
It was Dr. It's the younger one that has to wear the glasses with the big beard. I think it's Bavakwa. I can't say it right though. I'm not sure if I'm saying
He's
it right.
one of the Chamorro activists
Yeah,
in his story.
for his decolonization and all that stuff. But anyway, he was given a full lecture, and his lecture was actually amazing. Like, you know, you get bored in lectures and seminars
Right.
and stuff like that, but his, like, he was constantly engaging in the audience and making sure that he was asking you guys questions and having you learn and you know, hopefully trying to reach you. And so it was pretty cool with that. And I think that was day one. And then, I don't know. Did we
What
do
was
it
your
together?
what
That's
was your
a-
favorite saying?
Oh, motherfucker, you plot too? The plate is broken, son.
Is that what it means?
It's,
I
yeah.
want to say half a day to everybody tuning in. Thank you.
Oh, so people out there? Oh.
Yeah, we got a lot of people tuning in.
Nice.
Oh, shoot.
But yeah, so they, you know, you just learned a lot from that that first day. And you know, it sucked too because not sucked, but some of the students that we had with us, you know, they weren't really focusing on what the actual thing we were doing at hand was because they weren't there yet. They were still like registering here back in the States.
Yeah.
You know, so they were like,
It's
"Oh,
hot.
it's so hot out here, Uncle Richard.
I'm sticky.
I'm sweaty. I need to go back and shower. My
There's
hair-"
water right there,
Yeah.
and you want to go shower?
Yeah, I'm like, my hair's a mess. Sitting
Yeah,
there like,
you look like Miss.
yeah, I'm just sitting there like,
Was that Jamin?
Yeah,
Saying all
now
that?
it look
it
like
wasn't me.
skis.
yeah. So, but that was day one, I believe, for the most part. Did we have anything after that? Or was that was our day?
It was supposed to be longer. And
Right.
then
We
we
broke for lunch,
broke for lunch.
and then we just meet at the hotel.
Yeah, just met at the hotel and had practice.
Yeah, that's right. Because we had the show the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then after 6 hours of that, you go for a lunch break, and then you go end up going to practice, and then that was even worse for the people who were there on the first day complaining about the heat and it's too hot to practice. And, oh my God, are you really gonna take our shoes off? Like, because we made a practice outside. So, and then the random rain that comes out of fucking nowhere.
And I don't know where.
Oh. That's how it is, though, man. You
But
gotta
no,
kind
but
of be
then
ready for
again,
that.
you can see the rain coming. You're like, oh, there it goes.
Dude, that was the crazy thing too, 'cause, like,
For real?
yeah, like,
Yeah.
guy was Vince who was there, and then like some other people who were helping us out. Like they could see the rain. They're like, oh, it's gonna rain pretty soon.
Yeah.
Here it comes right now. All of a sudden, like 3 minutes later, shit's coming down.
I told you.
It's just a rain cloud
That's
like
good
by
skill,
itself.
Yeah, but then it's like hot rain too. It's not even like
Yeah, it's warm.
yeah, it's not that cold.
Yeah.
Well, that's-
so you can
that's a good
stand
thing.
in it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was nice. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, being hot, humid, and then the cool rain comes down. That was nice.
So you
Refreshing.
guys stood outside during the rain and all that good stuff, or
Oh yeah, yeah. We still practice in the rain,
like normal?
unless it was coming down like hard.
Start coming
Right.
down hard. We moved into the gym.
Yeah, then we might move into the gym or something like that. But then it was really hot in there, so I mean it was good.
it's doable.
And then we had a show. What did we do Wednesday morning? What did we do Wednesday morning?
Oh, we had the hike.
Was that Wednesday?
That was Wednesday morning.
Where did you go?
Retidian.
Oh man, that place
Yeah.
is nice.
So Retidian's, man, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And
Short
kinda-
reef too.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it's, I
very
mean,
short reef.
so it's amazing beach, amazing hike. We did the hike with them and learned a lot, man. Like you connected, even like half at that point, maybe like third of the group started connecting with what our goals were.
Right.
As far as like why we're there, you see ancestral land and you see actual laddie sites that haven't really been touched. Just to clear some jungle, but
Walking on the same ground.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
we,
awesome.
Auntie
Awesome,
Emily, she was out there and she was giving us a bunch of information about like the area, the hike that we were on, some of the plants that were used or can be used for like eye drops and stuff like that. What you can eat, what you can't eat.
That gotta be cool.
Yeah, so that was a trip. Auntie Emily's great too.
Yeah.
She's an amazing woman, dude. Yeah, she's funny.
For her age,
Auntie
too,
Emily's really funny.
She get
Yeah.
down, dude, in the caves and all that.
Yeah.
Did you guys go down there?
We didn't get to go to the caves because, you know why? Because the north side, where we went closes off for the military 3 months out of the year or something like that.
Oh,
Because they have a shooting range right above it.
Right.
So,
And that's the shooting range they're trying to prevent from moving down further right into those lands.
right. Which is also crazy too, because I guess they use that as a bombing. They want to use that as a bombing area on the outside of that, outskirts of that. So, yeah, that was interesting to hear, and the whole politics behind that. Which,
Right.
I mean, I hope that doesn't, happen. I feel like that's just
Because
it's gonna fuck up the ecosystem.
yeah, and what they're saying is that they haven't even had a chance to go back into the area that they want to use and explore it to see if there's any more laddie sites back there at all. And that they gave a date. They gave a certain point from here to there is what's going to be shut down, and that's going to be part of it. And they gave a certain cutoff date.
Right.
And there's no way that they're going to be able to get back there to even check out the jungle to see if they find any sites there.
Yeah.
So
it's that was that day, and then we had we
Chimo
left that
Village.
area. Huh?
Chimo Village.
Yeah. So then we went to Chimo Village, and we performed there, and that was a super busy day as far as like Chimo Village is concerned. It was kind of like, I don't know. Were you guys nervous, Javen?
Me personally, a little bit.
What? Why were you nervous?
I was nervous for everybody else, like getting the lines together on that small stage and how to rearrange everybody, because we didn't know how big the stage was. I mean, I've seen it before, but I never went to that stage like personally.
Oh, so it wasn't like, it was more like being nervous for the show.
Yeah.
Not like nervous because you're back home, like
Oh no.
about to be like dancing in front of
I
everybody.
wasn't nervous.
Having to
That's what I
adapt
would
at
have
the
been
last
nervous
second.
about.
Well,
Oh.
Mark,
I
were
would,
you
I would have
nervous?
been nervous of getting
Yeah.
abducted by a Tato Montner.
No, they said, cannot with this guy.
Yeah.
I wasn't nervous. I think I was more in awe by the amount of people that crowded around the stage when they announced us. It was a big crowd.
Yeah,
Did
what
you guys
was
get
it?
a
I don't
good,
know if.
good welcoming?
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna get to that a little bit later, but
Sorry.
yeah. No, what I noticed out of our dancers, I was just like, they were nervous. There was like something wrong, and they were like out there and they were messing up, and there was like one of our dancers actually 3 of our dancers completely stopped on the stage, which is weird.
No way.
I rarely see that out of our dancers, like at least in a long time. But one of them like just fucking stopped and like looked at the crowd and just started shaking his head, and I was like, "What are you doing? What in the world?"
I don't know. It's that heat.
Yeah,
Like you go crazy out there.
yeah. Another one, they were coming off the stage, and she also completely stopped, and she just walked off, and she was shaking her head, and I was like shaking my head at her as she's looking at me. I was like, "Are you fucking what the hell?"
Are you kidding me right
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, there was something wrong, and you know, but that was the first show, because we did 2 over that Chamorro Village.
Uh-huh.
Because
Nice.
they wanted a 30-minute show, but we only have 15 minutes, and so we
Right.
said that we would split it. And so the second show went better. You know, I just
Right.
felt like maybe they were nervous. Maybe you guys were nervous. I don't know.
Okay, so we had a back-to-back show. We had like, what? How many minute break?
About
think
15,
15.
15 minute.
Yeah, and everybody was coming off that stage hot.
Yeah.
Like people were pouring water on themselves, and I don't know if anyone hydrated before, but people were like about to pass out.
Did I ever tell you guys like how my dad prepped for his concert back in Guam, like in '96 or '98?
No.
So they went into, I think it was their drummer's house at the time. They crammed everybody into a 10 by 10, like standard sized bedroom, right? Shut all the windows, and practiced for 8 hours.
No way.
What?
Yeah.
No
Because
aircon?
imagine no, nothing. Just shut the windows and just went at it.
Oh man.
But imagine though, that helped them out a lot.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
imagine if somebody fainted on stage, like, because they didn't know how hot it was gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you it was definitely. I
Hey,
tried
that's
to.
some training.
So the next day,
That's military status, like it's like torture, dude.
the first day we got there, and this is just like speaking like to the humidity.
Mhm.
Like I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be working out while I got out there. So the first day, next morning, I woke up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. So I was just like, I'm gonna go for a run.
Nice.
So I put on my stuff and I went out there, ran. 5 minutes, man, and my fucking whole body was drenched. I couldn't breathe. I was like, oh no, I need to turn back. I was like walking back. I was like, hell no. And then it just starts raining. I was like, oh Jesus Christ.
Hey, I've never
Yeah.
been to that.
6:30.
5 minutes.
Hey, so he gave up the rest of the trip. He's like, fuck it,
I
I'm
was
just
like,
drinking.
Yeah, screw that. I'll get back to it when I get back to
At
it.
least you tried.
Yeah.
At least you tried.
Yeah.
And then the
Jack.
roosters out there, boy, them bitches were screaming.
Oh,
The
yeah.
roosters?
Yeah.
6 a.m.
Yep.
Yep, all day
Wild
long.
roosters. Wild roosters.
So,
Open range fed.
but yeah, that. Oh yeah, it's like chickens everywhere. It's like random.
Stop.
Inside jokes, yo. Inside jokes.
Stop it.
Yeah. There's like there was just chickens everywhere and the booney dogs. You know,
Dude, you gotta try messing around with a hen that has baby chicks next to it.
Ooh, that's what I did right before I left when we went to go see Papa Roy. Christian was like, go grab a baby chick. This is your last chance. And I did. And once I turned around, I seen the mother hen coming at me, and I flinched at it. I got scared for a second. That was funny.
Those things will tear you up, boy.
no, I'm good. They were like, I don't know, they were just everywhere. And it was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
chicken-
like
It's
especially
awesome.
down- yeah, it's awesome. We even saw like little baby pigs running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to see one too. That same
There's
day.
fresh meat out there, dude.
Yeah. Especially down south.
Hold up.
Yeah.
What happened? You lose
Resume.
Okay.
Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
so the baby chicks are but yeah, down south, I mean, you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's awesome to see. Like
No, it's
down
beautiful.
south is beautiful, man. Like
Yeah.
it's just a lot really green and yeah.
Plush
Like-
jungle, man.
What I
Yeah.
said, man, you can go 5 minutes driving on the road down south, man. You can collect a lot of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
And even chicken and pig.
And on Guam, that's the only place you see like all
Crab?
stages of a chicken.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
All stages
Oh.
of a chicken in one place. In
That's
one
tight,
yard.
dude.
That's awesome.
You guys did you guys kill anything? or hunt anything?
No, man, we didn't have time for that. Yeah.
I got to go set net. That was
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. And then we had Shimo Village. I think was Thursday the Valley of the No, or Thursday was our day off, huh?
Thursday was a day off, and then Friday was Village of the Lati.
Yeah. So the Valley of the Lati was probably one of my favorite days out there.
Yeah, that was.
One, the area is beautiful. That river that comes down, and we got to jump in that later throughout the day. But at that point, I think I had, maybe I still had like half the group that was still kind of like tired of like the heat and just like not really wanting to deal with it, and I think they understood why they were there, but they still couldn't refocus outside of that. And so once we got there, and they had every guma there, and there's about 12 gumas, I think, and complete maybe 16 at the most.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and so
It's a lot.
the groups from Japan were here, and then there was all the gumas from Guam that were there. And as we were on the boat, we're coming around. It's the what you call it? Just up that river. I don't know what's the name of the river.
Ugam River. River.
So we turn around that bend, and then all the groups are out there and they're singing, just like they do an introduction. They just start singing. We start singing together, and it hit a lot of our dancers at a point because then a lot of them were crying.
Yeah.
On the boat, and so I think they understood at that point what the whole trip was about.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, and then we got on there, and then Uncle Frank ran some practice, some basics. They all danced together, and
In that heat.
yeah, in that heat. So
I bet nobody complained then.
Oh, there were some.
Yeah,
Wow,
because
for real?
Yeah.
There's no wind that kicks through there, man.
Yeah.
Because
There was no wind.
It gets trapped in by all the nipa and stuff from the river. All those, it looks like coconut trees growing in the river, but it's called nipa, and it just blocks all the wind from the bay, dude. So, yeah, it's harsh.
Yeah, you had to stand actually on the edge by the water.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Feel the breeze
Just
coming
to
up.
feel any breeze.
But
unless
in the valley-
you went up to the bar. There's a bar there.
Oh yeah.
If you go up to the bar in the Valley of the Lati, it's just
No way. There's a bar
there's
there.
a bar up
yeah,
the
there's
top.
a bar
You
there.
gotta swim up there?
What?
No, you just
No,
walk up
you
there.
walk.
But that's where the breeze is. It's right next to
Yeah.
the bar, and I was like, woo.
because those guys are smart. That's
Yeah.
why. They're gonna sit up here
They
and
said we're
drink.
gonna build this party right here.
And the beer was cheap.
Yeah. Because
I went to
$2,
go-
$3.
I went to go use the bathroom up there, and I went there without Zori because I thought it was just grass all the way, and all the sharp rocks and stuff.
cool.
It was
Yeah.
bad.
Dude, Keppa barefoot
was
just
so
running
bad.
up them suckers like I didn't even hurt. I was just like,
No way.
what's
Nice.
wrong with you, little jungle boy? Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that event, I think it turned everyone's head for the first time, and they saw like the whole camaraderie of our people, and it all came together. I think for a lot of them, I think all of them, if anything.
Right.
And so they, we did that whole day. We did dancing. We did like a little dance-off thing where we not competed, but we danced with like, you were supposed to, within that 5 minutes, you had to make up something to dance about.
Yeah.
And just perform something. So we just used our stuff from the Chamorro Village because, we weren't expecting it, but
Right.
we used that, and yeah, it was just cool, man. It was cool to see all the
Nice.
Gumas and dance with them and talk with them. And they had workshops like weaving, the tunas workshop.
Yeah, the drum workshop.
Had a drum workshop. And so,
Did you guys bring any tunas back or any weavings or?
but no, but a lot of them offered to they'll send it out for us
Uh-huh.
if needed. We just got to pay for the shipping and handling and all that
Nice.
stuff. But they'll do the picking and soaking and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
And I learned a lot about like
The tunas feels different back there, right?
Yeah,
A lot more
it's-
dense, a lot more heavier.
Yeah, it's heavier. But out there I learned that they soak them for the minimum of 1 week.
Oh.
It's not hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've always been told it was hours.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking, all right, well, whatever. And they're like, no, man, an hour ain't gonna do shit.
It's
24 hours they could do
barely
shit.
penetrated the skin.
Yeah. So Uncle Art was like, you need to leave it like 3 weeks is at least the minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that way he goes,
That's
and just
it,
remember,
really.
longer the better.
Yeah.
And so he said 3 weeks, try it out, and I'm gonna try it again with the eucalyptus. But he also offered to send us out the gagu out there.
Oh
Is
yeah.
that right?
Gagu or the
Gagu.
tangatonga?
No, the gagu.
Gagu?
Yeah.
That's even heavier.
Yeah. That thing's heavy,
Yeah.
dude. Okay. So one of the shows we had,
Gagu's heavy.
Yeah.
dude. That's
both-
ironwood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Boboy hits hard on his tunas, and
Yeah.
so does Jahi.
Uh-huh.
And so those two were like banging the hell out of those sticks, and they weren't breaking at all.
Yeah.
At all. Like there was no give. I think Kai and somebody maybe
I
David?
did.
Yeah, I think you guys
Yeah.
broke yours, right?
Yeah, I think, but Kai had a Tingatongan,
Yeah.
because that's a softer wood.
Yeah.
think
So
Boboy broke his at Jonya,
um
or was it at the mall?
no, it wasn't at the mall.
It was at Jonya then.
No, that was Kai's. Kai's that was flying everywhere.
Yeah, want to thank everybody again for tuning in.
Yeah, shout out
from
to,
Annie from Charleston, Kenneth from
Who's that?
Guam.
You said
Everybody.
Annie?
Huh? Yeah, Annie. Annie. I think it's Sablon, something I saw there.
Man, that's Auntie Annie.
Tapasnya.
That's
Yeah.
my grandma's sister, dude.
Yeah.
For reals. Shout out to Uncle Dex. I see you this weekend with your big head. Oh, yeah, he been clowning me lately.
yeah?
Yeah, he been clowning
Get
me.
it
I'm
at
gonna get
you?
on his ass this weekend.
Yeah,
Shout out to Jason J,
Yeah.
David Atlig, who else? Auntie Nis,
Yeah.
Uncle Mario's on
Mario.
here. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, and also, you know, we forgot the almond farm. The
Oh, yeah. How was
Sarah Hunt-
that?
Sarah
on
Hunt.
that farm.
It was
Was there any
It's pretty funny,
Seriano or
but yeah.
Serianas there?
yeah, the Sarah
Yeah?
Hunt. Yeah. So she was
Nice.
out there. She's teaching some stuff. Our dancers got to make coconut oil.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's where I was husking the coconut, son.
Whatever. You weren't husking nothing.
Bro, there was something
Oh, yeah.
stale. That coconut was stale.
He said it was
What?
stale.
Yeah, old coconut.
No, don't
Okay.
believe it.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know, dude.
No.
You gotta, dude, you're supposed
well,
to,
then
like,
it's young
hit
one.
it one time.
I know. Okay, I
Boom.
learned how to do it.
And then crack it just a little bit and then hit it again like another quarter.
Right.
And then a quarter turn.
Okay, look.
See, the
It
grandma's 96, boy.
Hey,
She
see,
did that
dude,
36.
It may have took me like 5 minutes, but it took your
More like
sons
10
like
minutes.
10 to 15, both of them.
Uh,
Not me.
yeah, you're the
Yeah,
one.
dude,
Yeah.
if the well was there, dude, you would have got
Myself
it
and
done.
my
Yeah,
brother,
dude.
we had the toughest coconuts.
No
Yeah,
way.
Because
yeah,
if
there you
I
go,
was
David.
there,
There you
dude,
go, David.
my sons, if I teach my sons, they won't even use that, dude. They'll use their teeth.
Oh, that's what I tried. I tried my teeth, and I was like, yeah, I know Dad could do this.
Huh?
Well, I don't know. My coconut was part rock, so
I know this. Hey, I know this. Jules picked up the coconut that you couldn't do, and she husked it like a champ.
yeah, that's true.
She was
One of
talking
the girls
mad
shows up
Hey,
there.
smack.
I loosened it. I loosened that.
It's not the top of a jar, Javen.
Hey, but Kai was the stud out there on husking.
Oh yeah,
Kai was the stud out there husking.
but it was cool. It was cool. It was cool doing that, and then yeah, they made coconut oil.
Nice.
The girls, and we got one of our dancers got a nickname out there, so her new name is called Bad Hands.
Bad hands.
Bad Hands.
Oh, I thought it was man hands.
Yeah, Bad Hands, because so the lady was like Sarah Hana, right, with the A.
Hana.
Hana, right, with the A.
Hana, yeah.
Yeah, she goes, oh, who made this one? And so she raised her hands like she did something awesome, and she's like, you have bad hands.
Awesome.
Oh, I could have stopped
Hey.
dying.
Yo,
Yeah.
funny note, Keppel was sitting down here, right? He touched my foot and scared the shit out of me. All I felt was this soft little thing. I was like, oh, shit.
It got me.
Okay, so how do you make coconut oil? I know how to make coconut oil.
I didn't get to do that workshop because all the
Oh.
girls want to do. They only had like 16 fryers.
So,
And so I went on the coconut husking thing, and then I went to go check out the plants.
see, because from coconut you can make a lot of things out of it.
Yeah, they made coconut candy too.
I could
Yeah.
just squeeze my hand and coconut oil come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you didn't learn that? Like you grate the coconut first, and then you boil it, and then you can make milk if you just
They don't
strain
need to
it.
boil it, do they?
You strain it with your hands first.
They did. Okay.
You strain it with your hands first, and then you can make coconut milk.
I just told you I didn't do it.
But I know, but I'm letting you know now.
Oh, okay. Thank
Now,
you.
if you boil it, if you just straight up boil it, then you can let it cure, like get cold again after its boiling point. Put it like in the fridge or let it sit out, and then the top you'll get all the oils, and then you just
Skim it?
take that out from it. Yeah, skim it, and then take all that'll be your oil, your coconut oil.
Yeah, 'cause
And
I
then-
forget what they said, how many coconuts it takes to make that one little bottle. It was
Oh, really?
quite a bit.
Yeah, maybe
Quite
like
a bit.
5-10 coconuts
Yeah, something
for a
crazy.
small bottle.
La would know. I don't know if she's listening.
Yeah, but yeah, we got to do that, and it was cool because she was teaching us like some of the mixtures to do and stuff like that. So that was
Yeah.
awesome. The best part of that whole thing, though, I swear to God, and this is no, I hope Auntie Audrey's not watching because it's hilarious. Because she asked, she's like, "Does anybody have any questions or any questions about like some remedies you guys might want?" And Auntie Audrey was like,
She was like, my feet stink for like 2 weeks. How do I get by?
what did she ask? Or how do you what can I take to lower my blood pressure? And she was like, stop drinking soda.
Straight up.
Nice,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
I was just like, oh my God. That was the best part. And she was like, I drink 2 hot cups of water every night before I go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she gave her her
Hot
spill.
cups?
Hot cups.
Why?
And she drinks
Hell.
water in the morning too.
Yeah.
I think
I
it
wish
breaks
you would
down
say.
everything. You know, all the fats. that
While you're sleeping?
stick
Your body
to your-
absorbs the warm water faster
Yeah,
than cold
and
water.
cold.
Yeah.
Because
That's
when
why I
you
don't
drink
drink
cold
cold
water.
water.
It has to lower to your body temperature
Cannot
before
drink-
your body
Right.
absorbs it.
But
Cannot
you know,
drink
like a
hot
lot of
water.
Japanese and Koreans and,
Oh yeah,
and other
like
people,
they drink
like,
hot tea.
teas and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But I think it helps like flush down like
Cleanse.
or breaks down the fat more that you
You
ate.
better start
You
drinking.
know?
Like,
Drinking some hot water, man.
And you start boiling the water every night.
You better boil the pot.
But that's not me. I like cold drink.
yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, still stuck.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
Hey, you know how bacon grease looks when
You
it
know
gets
what?
cold?
Let's talk about coconut oil again.
All white.
But that was,
I
that
set
was-
myself up for that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
did. I
did.
was
You
listening. I was
totally
waiting
did.
for him.
You know, like when
jumped
you
in with
start
both
messing up
Fucking
something and you know what's
asshole.
happening, he just kept on going. Like, oh shit,
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna fall. Oh, I'm falling.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus,
I'm
they're
done.
pushing me.
Throw the dirt on me. Throw the dirt on me.
So that was awesome, man. We, we did that, and we had our last show on Guam, which was over in the Jotnya, Dinanya.
Dinanya Itototono.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
So-
seen that show.
that was the first annual. Yeah, that was probably the best show we had
Right.
out of the whole thing. Finally, I think they were all like, they understood it was their last show on Guam, so they just
Right.
went out there and did their
So we
best.
broke some tunas.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
I seen that, man. It was really nice. That performance was really nice.
yeah,
The
And,
whole event was nice though.
yeah.
too.
The
I
whole
seen some-
event, exactly.
I seen some aerial footage, man. Shout outs to Zonia Mayor. You know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah, shout
they're
out to
doing
Jonia in
that.
general.
Yeah,
Zonia
Shout out
don't
to
rule.
Jonia just in
Zonia
general.
does not rule.
And speaking of shout outs to mayors, the mayor of Tamuni,
Yeah.
she very, very gracious host.
Nice.
She hooked us up big time with the
With the
mayor's
gym.
office, rec center, and the senior center
Right.
with meals
Uh huh.
and everything. She
Nice.
she really did us well over there. She's
Yeah,
very,
yeah.
very,
They hooked it
very
up.
hospitable.
so we got a free location to basically practice.
Nice.
So yeah, and the food on the last practice we had there was bomb too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Jonia festival. I'm not sure if you call it festival or fiesta.
Oh, it was like a carnival, no?
Carnival.
Yeah.
Festival.
Okay.
Festival.
So yeah, I mean it was an awesome event. All the Gumas did really good out there,
Nice.
and BJ's group was amazing. They came out there and they had a full-on performance.
They had fire, right?
Yeah, that's when they did the
That was
fire
awesome.
that night. Yeah.
What,
And
fire
so,
knife?
no, just like fire. Just I think represent Chaifi, which is our the fire god. And then if anything, it gives a lot of flair to the show too. You can see
Right.
the lines at night, So
Yeah.
me as dance, really focusing on my dance part of it, I was watching a lot of it. But then they had the carnival. They had like, things for the kids to do, and they had like nice booths everywhere.
Like rides and
They had
stuff?
food, yeah, yeah,
Really?
And Bud Light everywhere.
yeah. Bud Light everywhere. Actually, no, they didn't. You had to go to the store but the market was right next.
Yeah.
door. yeah.
Yeah.
Then bring it in.
Yeah.
It was like
a-
brown ahu for the first time.
Huh?
The brown ahu.
Brown Ahu?
I had that for the first time. It was good.
Oh man.
Yeah, what'd you get out of this trip, Mark? I mean, we heard Rich talk.
Yeah.
You know what I
learn,
like?
girl?
He's chamorro-rized.
When I saw,
My injection.
like what Rich was saying about when we went to the museum and the kids weren't into it. Some were, some weren't. They weren't really there yet. But seeing them transition during this trip, watching that transition and realizing why they were there. He said that trip to the Valley of the Lati, when they welcomed us from the shoreline, and what was the name? The one that came out and greeted us was talking.
Ben, isn't it
Ben Afaji?
Who?
the leader from the Valley of the Lati, who did the ceremonial speech in the beginning.
He's an Akfaji.
Yeah. It's an Ekfaji.
That gotta be my uncle.
That was Ben, but it could be wrong.
But when he came out,
Sounds
on
right.
the dock and he started talking to
Sounds
us
right.
and tomorrow and everything, and they welcoming us to the land, and and you're sitting there listening, and then when like the Gumas were singing, and then Auntie Eileen came out, and she was talking to us, and she welcomed us on. It was an emotional thing. It was a very emotional thing when to step onto the land and be greeted the way that we were, and be welcome. And man, Auntie Audrey got me. I'm like, she's behind me, and I could hear her on the dock. So when Auntie Eileen goes like this and welcomes us on, I started walking. I was like, let me stop and wait for him. And she comes over and she started hugging me. And so I'm like, damn. And my waterworks started. God dang it. But it was cool. It was a really neat experience. Just mainly just watching the kids. I mean, what I got out of it is what I got out of it.
Right.
And that's my experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm really looking forward to actually being able to go back and do it again. And I think everybody in the group should be able to take that trip back.
Yeah, I agree.
And do that.
Just not with me. I ain't doing
I'll
that.
take a separate trip.
Yeah, I'm taking a separate trip. We'll send you guys pictures. No, I'll tell you, man, there's a lot of teenagers and a lot of emotions going around. It's like a lot to take in. Now, I want everybody to go. I do.
Yeah.
You know, it's just maybe not 55 of us, maybe like 10. Because then you can focus on
right.
and talking with them. Because I mean, we didn't get to talk until we got to Saipan about how everybody felt about per day, you know. And the only reason we got to do that is because we were stuck in the hotel.
We were stuck.
Yeah. Like
Because
we
of
have
typhoon.
now we have to talk.
Yeah.
So
Now we have to socialize with each other.
But kind of like piggybacking on what Mark was saying, the growth that I saw happen that night actually after Valley of the Lati, when you know, I mean, we were almost like 6 hours in the sun, maybe even like 8.
Yeah.
I mean, we were cooking out there.
Yeah.
You know, but we were kind of pushing through, and it was like cool to see. And so when we came back, I was like, okay, we all got like about 45 minutes, you know, to maybe an hour or 15.
Right.
But we got practice tonight. We still got to practice. And I thought they'd be like drained and like tired, and you know, the same thing that I've been seeing all the whole trip. They came out ready to practice for the first time. Like they were singing like louder than I've ever heard them sing.
That's
and
cool.
I was like, dang, all right, cool. And then Vince came to check in on us, because every day he would check on us to see how we're doing.
Was he like your main host or your
he's like
not
the
tour guide, but
yeah, he's kind of the host of like
itinerary type
yeah.
thing?
And so he came in and he was like, damn, man, you guys are soldiers. He goes, everyone else is knocked out at home. And I was like, yeah, we got a show. I was like, but they're not tired, so we're gonna do
good.
this. Yeah. So we I think that's the night I saw the full growth of everybody, and they were getting there. So it was good. And then we went to Saipan. And Saipan got to see my boy JJ.
Nice. Your man crush.
Dude, JJ, thank you again for my CD. I appreciate it.
And did you go swimming with him? I heard you
I
went
did.
swimming.
Yes, you did.
What dirty guy?
He called me. Okay,
He
he's like,
called me.
Said Rich.
he's like, come
Happy
on, Rick,
boy.
let's go swimming.
No, he's like, come on, Rick, get off my back, dog. Just trying to hang on to his
Whatever.
shoulders.
This fool came right after me, like swimming, like running in like his Baywatch.
trying to save JJ, man. Everybody's like, hey, man, go get Rich off JJ, man.
Give me that shit. But yeah, it was cool. They you know, Big J and JJ and who else was out there?
Parker
Uncle Donald.
Bay.
Yeah, Parker. They were all there, and they
Did
had
they
a bunch
play?
of food. No, yeah. JJ sang a couple songs with us, and they just kind of like hung out. It was like a real day where we was hanging out.
Yeah.
It wasn't
That's
like
cool.
yeah, it wasn't
Nice.
like we were like obligated to do anything. So we just we went to Bantalan. That's what the name of the beach is. And it was just, man, this beach is nice, dude. Like you could walk almost like 50 yards. You can almost walk like 50 yards, and it's still only like you're up to your waist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could just walk out there and kind of check everything out. But then there's a riptide out there that
Right.
You
No,
could
run
also
it.
run like 50 yards. And
Oh yeah,
keep
I mean,
going.
did he tell you I made him do that? I made him.
No, dude, 50-yard dash?
No, I made him run like maybe like 2 miles.
Them boys were
In
getting,
the sand?
them boys were getting
Ooh, that hurt.
punished.
That sucks,
Yeah,
dude.
2 miles in the sand and 100 squats because they left all their tunas over at the Jonia Fiesta. And
that's right then.
Signed a BJ, found them all.
Oh, collected him?
Yeah, and then he called me the next day. He was like, "Hey, did you guys still want these?" I was like, "Yeah, we'll take them." And I hung up the phone. I was pissed. I was fucking livid. I
Yeah.
was like, "What the fuck?" How embarrassing. So, yeah. So I just told him, I was like, "Hey, you know, I know we're here
Just
for
like
fun.
out here.
We're here for fun, but you guys gonna be running or something." And I felt bad because, you know, it's a team thing, so they had to stick together and run.
Right.
Javen could have ran that thing up and down real fast and would have been back in the water in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But he had to wait for our youngest dancer, which was Josiah and J3 at the time.
Uh-huh.
And so you have to go at that pace, you know. So it took him about 45 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
You're out there.
All I know is every time I looked up, you guys were running back.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, so, but, you know, I'm proud of Josiah for, you know, I told him he only had to do 2.
Yeah.
He did all 3. You know,
man.
so he did all 3, and then he was in the water, like, just laying there.
Yeah, my boys were tired.
Yeah.
Hey man,
They were
I watched Josiah though, the Zotner performance, man, and I'm proud of actually all the kids. You know what I mean? When I saw that performance, it was really nice. But yeah, Josiah stepped it up though.
He did.
Yeah.
Probably didn't want to run anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, that's not happening again.
The cool thing when we landed on Saipan, they picked us up right away with the vans, and we took off and went and got something to eat. And then we went to the hotel, dumped everything off, and then we were gone again. And they took us on a tour of the island real quick.
Right. Nice.
But it was like everything was like this because we're kind of behind schedule.
Uh-huh.
But it was nice seeing like Bonsai Cliff, the last outpost, and we were able to actually get out, take some pictures real quick, see all this stuff, see the story behind it,
Right.
and then jam to the next spot.
And that's what I was telling JJ too. I was like, that's a trip to see because I've never seen like a memorial from the opposite side.
Right.
You know what I mean? I've always seen American memorials, and so for the first time I saw like Japanese memorials, and that's different. You know what I mean? Like someone that we as at the time were going to war with. You know what I mean? So
Remember, he had also explained about how they had convinced, the Japanese had convinced the locals
Yeah.
that the Americans were bad and we were going to torture them, enslave them, and eat them. So they had actually jumped off the cliff too, and we're like, oh, really?
yeah,
You know, so
I was like, I'd have been like, no, what, Osaka? I'm not jumping off no damn cliff. We lost. I'm staying here.
I'm still home.
Yeah. Got your damn mind.
But that's really awesome, man. You
No.
guys got to go to Guam and then go to Saipan, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not too many people get that privilege.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we got to see Shabi too. We got
Yeah?
to see Shabi in Saipan, yeah.
Shout out to Buck.
Yeah, because he
What
was
up,
there.
Buck?
He was there with Leilani Wolfgram.
Oh yeah.
So we were supposed to actually open up for them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they canceled everything.
but they had to
because
cancel
of the
things because of the tropical storm at the time.
storm. So we found out what hotel he was in, and then drove down there and picked his drunk ass up and took him back to our hotel and hung out with him. And
Got
Which
him
is
more
a trip,
drunk.
man. I mean, if you ain't never been in a typhoon and you're born and raised in San Diego,
You ain't going out.
okay, sorry, not even typhoon, tropical storm at the time.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I'm inside and this shit's raining. Like I'm just like, God damn, it's a lot of rain. That is a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Like it just would not stop.
Hours.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden the wind starts kicking up, and all of a sudden you see these ladies like flying across the window, and I'm like, oh shit, it's going down. So we gotta get the shutters.
It's getting close.
We gotta board this shit up.
Oh yeah, the hotel actually started like boarding up some windows and stuff too.
Yeah. So I was
Yeah.
like, and then I don't know who came over, Big J, and I was like, yeah, man, it's crazy outside. He's like, oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
We're good.
Wasn't
Nothing's
bad.
gonna,
Yeah.
nothing's gonna
It's
happen.
not small.
I was like, what?
if it's not that bad, why is the airport shut down?
But yeah, so I mean, for the first time to see that much wind and that much rain was pretty intense. But then you look outside and you see like the locals down the street, like all butt naked running in their yard.
Barbecue.
Yeah, yeah. That's the little kids, you know, they run around
Oh.
naked on the outside. I'm
What
like,
you meant like adults? I was like, what? Know what they do when a typhoon come? Run outside naked. Undress.
yeah. Maybe Noel, I don't know.
Hey, that was a cool part. So that first day after we did everything, and they took us to the beach, and they had the little beach party for us. Everybody's out there, and we got out of the water, and all of a sudden it started raining.
Yeah.
Right, it started pouring down, and everybody ran back out to the water because they're like, "This is the best time to go swimming is when it's raining." So everybody ran back out and jumped in the water, and it did. I felt good.
Yeah.
Cool
No, it's
rain,
nice.
warm water.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the kids cursed us.
Oh yeah, they start singing in the water,
No.
and JJ's like, oh, tell them to stop singing. You're not supposed to sing in the water.
Yeah.
Brings in the waves.
Yep. Makes the waves bigger. Even whistling, any kind of noise.
And
So
then
what do you do? Go in the water and don't say nothing?
No, because when
Don't make loud noises.
I'm sorry. When we go out bodyboarding, what we do, we whistle, and we bring in the waves.
Get
like
better
you know,
surf.
everybody out there whistling. You know what I mean? And it brings in the waves,
Yeah.
bigger waves. So you whistle and start paddling out. You know what I mean? And then it would only be like one or two people whistling, and then everybody would like whistle, and then everybody would paddle out.
Yeah, that's what I knew in Saipan. I knew the whistling because that's what Dad told me, but I didn't know about the singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we were telling the girls, we were like, look, these things so goddamn bad. The waves didn't even come in.
It receded. It got lower.
Yeah, it's like,
We don't want no part of that.
Yeah, we were able to walk the Tinian.
like a big tsunami just comes in, trying to wash them out of the way. Quit singing, damn
Shut
it.
the hell up.
A big wave comes up, shapes like a hand, and slaps him.
So man, it was, it's cool. It's I definitely want to go back to Saipan, but I just want more time to kind of like hang out with the locals or see what the locals do, because that's kind of what I wanted to see on Saipan. I knew it wasn't that big, and it wasn't gonna take long to check out like everything, but I wanted to hang out with the people and just kind of like interact that way, because I knew everyone's like, when you're on Saipan, they all speak Chamorro, and I wanted to witness that, like the little kids speaking Chamorro and everybody else like that.
That's
So.
tight, dude.
Dude, the hotel had a shuttle van driver. He was a black dude, and he was speaking Chamorro.
Yeah.
No
Like,
way.
I mean, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? And then he turned around, he's speaking fluent Chamorro. I was like,
Who's Carolinian, dude?
no.
But yeah, and then we got back to Guam, and we had a couple more days, and we were out. Which was, I was gonna extend my stay too for a couple more days. I wanted to, I really wanted to, but I couldn't like think about like not being on the plane with my sons. I was gonna keep Kepa back with me,
Oh, really?
and Leslie was gonna take Napu, but didn't happen. But we'll go back next year.
All right.
Because
I'll go
yeah,
too.
let's go, man. I tell you, man, it's worth it. It's
Rich, if we hit up Saipan, or if you guys hit up Saipan, you guys got to hit up the other dance groups up there too.
Oh yeah, I know. There was a group that we were supposed to meet out there. I think LJ is his name. I don't know if he's
I
Papa
remember
Ugly.
meeting them, but the
Yeah,
dance group, but I don't remember like the names.
yeah. That's another reason why I was excited to meet them out there. But yeah, we didn't get a chance to. So, trying to think of like what else. What did you guys or what did you enjoy? I think out of the whole thing, besides like obviously, the Valley of the Lati, which was more like an eye-opening thing. But what else did you take in, or what did you notice?
I like the hike that we did. Like I said, just walking on the same ground that the ancient people walked on. Like I said, seeing the pieces of pottery and hooks and stuff that were still laying there, and thinking all these years with all that rain that hits that island, and that stuff's still just laying right there.
All that growth and
Yeah.
stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
That was really cool. What I really enjoyed was watching my daughter, Cyan, the way that she reacted on the island. It's like she was welcome, and she was part of the island. Like when she was there, she was just part of the island. She was just like the way Kepa was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like totally.
I'm home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like she hit the ground running.
And she was
I was like,
comfortable.
yeah. And she had an experience out in the valley. I talked to Dominic about it. I won't talk about it at all because that's, like I said, that's her experience, and I won't talk about that. But she had an experience out there in the valley, and I'm like, wow, So, like, I was never one that didn't believe when
But-
people talk about what happened happens out in Guam.
Yeah.
It just because I'd never seen it myself, and for me to witness something with my daughter, I was like, okay. It just
it's for real,
solidified
yeah.
everything. Yeah, it's real. So, but the museum, I really like the museum because I'm a history buff.
Yeah.
And hearing stories, things that happened during the war, and and being able to see like the artifacts and the jewelry and the pottery, stuff like that was out there, and reading everything that they had. And they said that wall with all the names on it, and you see how many names are on that wall, that hits you, and you're like, damn.
Yeah.
That's people that are here with me right now. That's their family up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of know it's real, but you don't really kind of like, I don't know, maybe you don't correlate it something
until you
physically,
really see
you know what I mean? Like physically, it put everything into perspective, like, and then I just saw like, pictures and like everything else, and you see the wall, and know, my grandfather's name is up there, and his 2 brothers' names up there, and I'm sure my aunts were up there, but it's too high. I couldn't get up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like a trip, you know, like it's weird. And I told him, I was like, you know, it may not, you're immortalized. So essentially, it's a museum. You're immortalized in there, and maybe not in the best way, but you know, it's to say a lot. You know, you survived through some of the hardest times for our people. God, you're the worst. And also, just on a side note, Rayan Ogo over on Guam, she said that's LJ Castro, who's the Fafanagui for the group out in Guam. Yeah, what LJ? Javen, what did you like the most out of everything?
Oh, here we go.
It was
cool. It was cool.
The spam most of it.
Out of everything, would have to be in between Valley of the Lati and probably, I don't know.
Or what else did you take? What I mean, no, I know what you took from the island.
Yeah. It's all over your Instagram.
Yeah, you got a duck.
Jesus Christ.
Smuggling duck.
Yeah. But no, what did you like? What was the biggest takeaway you think you had while you were out there? Learning wise, from any other Gumas you might have learned.
This is what I dealt
I
with
don't
all
know.
last
I
week.
just learned.
Yeah. Huh?
I just learned way more, like all around everything, more language and more, like, culture, more of everything this time, like compared to the last trip I had back on Guam.
Mm-hmm.
Because that trip was mainly focused on dancing and dancing and dancing,
Right.
not even learning about how the costumes were made or anything. But this time I got to learn how to make skirts,
Oh yeah.
like out of the pagu, out of the hibiscus bark.
Right.
I got to learn that, and I learned a trash bag full of the pagu bark only makes a small
Section
of the
yeah.
skirt, like only a quarter.
Right.
And it's a long process because you do have to soak the bark for weeks and then strip them, dry them,
Right.
and yeah.
Yeah, I think that's. I saw that with a lot of our dancers. They learned a lot, and I mean, I learned a lot. I mean, I know how to make costumes, but I don't necessarily know the process of how to get to that point from a raw product.
Raw material.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, give me some shit from Joanne's, I'm gonna make a costume.
Stupid.
You know, like that's the truth.
That was one
You
of the things. One of the aunties there that was doing the costume adornment and stuff
Mhm.
at the valley. She was talking with one of our dancers about where do we get our flowers and stuff to make our costume. And she was like surprised that she said, "Oh, well, there's places in San Diego that we could go to get these flowers." She's like, "You guys don't just go out and pick them?" She goes, "No, we're not allowed to. Like, we can't find that stuff. We can't just go to the side of the road and pick it."
Mhm.
So we go and we actually purchase this. There's a place that we could get flowers and stuff from. And she's like, "Wow, that's amazing."
Yeah.
She goes, "I wish we had something that convenient here."
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like the fact that they can go out into the jungle
Yeah.
and get what they need. You know, raw
Yeah.
material.
I was weaving some shit at my brother's house yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
I grabbed some of his little palm tree, coconut leaves, whatever, and I started weaving a headband.
No way.
Yeah.
So what the hell?
Yeah. You get bored, you know, like I was just like, all right, I'm gonna weave something. And I was like, shit, I want to learn, because I want to learn how to make a actual like hat,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
a
yeah?
little armband, yeah. So it's cool. It's fun. It's like natural stuff. And then I think for myself, after everything, I loved all the Goombas out there.
Yeah.
And you know, I told him, I said I had a different impression coming out here.
Yeah.
That I wasn't gonna be so welcoming. I knew some were gonna welcome and some were maybe kind of standoffish.
Yeah.
But they were all like just open.
Nice.
They're open books, and
That's
it's
beautiful.
whatever information you needed, they were there to give it to you. So it wasn't like, it's a secret. Because
Yeah.
you know, like even in some dance groups out here, you know, hula groups and
Yeah.
Tahitian groups, everything's a secret. You know, they try to keep everything enclosed. Out there, it's not. They just give it to you. So
It's not like Auntie Chilling's like secret recipe for like chalaquiles or something.
right, yeah. So for me, that was a big thing, and that's why I want to go back out there. I want to sit with them and do like sit in some of their practices because they
Right.
offered, you know, like
Yeah.
come down to our practice and check it out, do some workshops because they're there to ask us questions too as well.
Right.
So, but yeah, man, it was a great trip.
Yeah.
And
Big shout outs to all the Gumas in Guam.
yeah,
man.
big
Thank you.
time,
Thank
man.
you.
Yeah, they're amazing. And especially to Uncle Frank Rabone. He's just,
Yes.
I mean, he doesn't take the bull by the head as much anymore, but he's still, you know, still
Yeah,
on
he's
top.
still the
He's
head
still the
honcho.
man.
Yeah, still the man up there. And he
Definitely the man.
and
He's still the guys.
it's an amazing thing to watch what he's able to accomplish.
Yeah.
As
And
far as, like-
he's accomplished a lot, man.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, I think that's all I got for the Guam trip.
You know what was cool was Boboy, his Sanahi.
Oh yeah,
That was
big shout out to my Bull Boy. He made his own. He carved his own Sanahi,
Nice.
shaped it and everything. So
That's tight.
yeah,
Yeah, he learned over there. He did
yeah.
it.
So yeah, I mean, and like I said, man, I think everyone learned. It's just if you really took the chance and you put yourself in there to learn, you opened yourself up and said, "Hey, I'm ready to do this."
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you just see a different side of people. So, what?
Oh, Dr. Luz, not to lose my Aussie.
Yeah, Sizus Maasi. I'm working on my tomorrow too. I got a couple books. It's just hard, man. I got that hard American English accent.
Yep.
So it's
I
hard to
don't
break
know,
down.
dude. That Zodiac performance, dude. I was like, hey, Rich's accent's it's coming alive.
Yeah, I mean, and that's another thing too is hearing it every day makes
Right.
a huge
No,
difference.
exactly.
You know.
Yep.
Yeah. And I mean, like Auntie Zena, she corrects you. You say that shit wrong, she's correcting
Yeah.
you, like right there,
Right.
and
Nice.
she's like right there, like with touching your lips, like say it like this. You're over there
If
like,
you don't
"Oh,
get
fuck."
your fingers off my mouth,
I'm gonna dime you.
I'm gonna say it like this.
So, but yeah, amazing trip. Guam's still amazing. It's it's growing.
It's tight, dude.
But like, I don't know. I feel like I just want to be there a whole month next time,
Yeah.
and I want to take more time to learn everything. Because I could have spent 4 hours in that museum,
Mm-hmm.
like literally 4 hours, and just sat there
Right.
and like kind of look at stuff and read books and
And then go back and look at it again, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, when you came back and had to go back to work, how was that?
Oh, it was the worst, man.
Right? It sucked, dude. Dude, I went to work and I'm sitting there. I'm like, I had a absolute I don't give a damn about what you have to say to me right now attitude. Cause my mind was still over there.
Yeah.
You know, I was sitting there. I'm just reflecting. I'm like, I don't even want to be here right now.
Yeah.
Like I kept saying it over there. The only reason I'm going back is
Because you gotta live.
I gotta pay rent.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
it. And my dog. I gotta pick up my dog. That's it. Otherwise, man, I want to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah, me too. I just wanted to learn more, and it's hard to readjust. I'll tell you this, man. I was driving like 55 on the goddamn freeway because I wasn't used to driving fast again.
Yeah.
I was driving slow as shit, and I was just like, "Oh my god, why
He's
did I
running
keep
red light.
35 miles an hour.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can run red lights in Guam. It's
I
legal,
was just
totally
cruising,
legal.
bro. Yeah, I was just cruising. I was like, man, I'm definitely on Guam roads right now. Everyone's all rude and shit back here. You know, it's like, because everyone's loving out there.
Yeah.
You know, they just have big hearts, and at least for the most part, at least everyone we have to deal with.
Yeah.
And
chill.
it's just, yeah, it's like it's weird to see nothing but Chamorro people and a couple other types, but when you're the majority, it's way different.
Yeah.
You know, it's, yeah,
And then, like, me and Law were talking when we were driving around, and I was telling her, I said, even with everywhere that we have to be and that we're doing here,
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever feel rushed. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We're back home here. It's like every day is like this,
Yeah.
on schedule. You gotta be on time. And over there, they say 7 o'clock. And you get there like 6:45. People are looking at you like, what are you doing? 7 o'clock comes and people still aren't there. You're like, people come rolling in all casual and shit, and I was like, man, that's cool. It's like there's no pressure. There's no pressure
Yeah.
to be
That's how
like
come they
this
call
at
it
all.
tomorrow time.
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
time,
relaxing.
island
though.
time.
You get that kind of when you come here, right? Because we're supposed to start at 7. 8 o'clock rolls by. All right, let's get started.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And it was
I
even
think
slower in
that was the
Saipan.
other thing too, Rich, is
Oh,
that
yeah?
like especially being on Saipan during that storm, like seeing how Saipan is and like everybody said, Saipan is what Guam was back in the 80s, the way they are.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
and
early 90s.
to see people living very simple and happy. You know, compared to what life is like here, it's like you gotta have this, you gotta have Wi-Fi, you gotta have like, all the technology. I mean, shit, the hotel we were staying in, they didn't even have phones in the rooms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah, they didn't even have phones in the rooms. It's like everybody can, there's not even a phone in my
You
room.
didn't even have a goddamn elevator, man.
Yeah, they didn't have an elevator. We had to walk up steps with it.
But you learn to deal with
Yeah,
it.
exactly, and that's what I'm saying. People
yeah.
are happy.
Yeah.
You know, and you're looking at that going, yeah, people are happy like this, you know.
Oh,
but
yeah, man. It's way better.
yeah. And I like that. I like
Simple
that.
living.
Yeah, and that's, I think, helped the kids focus more and be able to start getting more into the trip and what was going on and absorbing it, because the technology access was kind of limited because they had Wi-Fi, but
It would go
once
down.
everybody logged on, yeah, it would go down, so you couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, so they were forced to have to look at each other and talk. And
Yeah.
I know they're lucky that we weren't even on Guam, because Guam had the power outages.
Yeah.
And just imagine them; they would have been freaking out. Like,
Yep.
whoa.
Yeah, we had a game night over there on Saipan,
Yeah.
which is one of the funner nights. You know, like just bonding and talking and laughing with each other.
Yeah.
We had some games for the dancers to play. We did like a dance-off competition between them. The guys learned the girls' parts, and the girls learned the guys' parts. So
That's
they
cool.
did their stuff that way, and then we did me,
Oh yeah, we killed it though.
my wife, and Mark and Drew. We did impressions of the dancers. So you had to do a dancer that was on the trip, and you had to do an
So what you
impre-
did?
I did a couple of different ones, but I think Javen's was probably the most obvious one. Like
What?
Alyssa she's like, I need a brush, and it was like, Javen.
I think you played me.
Was it me?
Yeah,
you put
because
your shirt on
yeah,
your
you
head.
put your shirt on.
Oh
your
yeah,
head.
that's right. Oh yeah.
You were like
Right.
flexing like you were looking in the mirror or something.
And then Olivia's was easy. A lot of people got Olivia's really fast.
Who was a ho? I'm not a hoe.
Oh yeah,
Lexi's.
yeah, that was Lexi. Yeah, it was easy. It was pretty easy, and it was cool to know that they can identify people like that.
Yeah.
And that everyone was laughing at some of their
Yeah, nobody got hurt,
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
hurt feelings or whatever.
because it wasn't like we were doing it to one person. We were doing it to every single person. So, but yeah, other than that, man, we're back
Yeah.
and
Yep.
readjusting again.
A little darker
Sadly.
than we were when we left.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but yeah,
A lot darker.
You guys suck still, dude.
we have a lot of things going on this year. We have the Liberation coming up this Saturday,
Yep.
the 21st. Gonna be at the Guam Club.
San
Josh.
Diego.
Josh Borja and his team, they got their GuamLib.com.
Yes.
The biggest Guam Lib I'd say here in California.
Biggest
Rival-
liberation
In the
in
States, no?
the United States.
Yeah, close. I think Josh said it rivals with Texas. Texas is pretty big. He said.
I don't know. Do you guys want a competition?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Who got the most roast pig there?
So
Who
they
got a
have,
Jujun Tataga?
so they have that this Saturday. We also have Hava coming up in, I believe, August.
Yep.
We have Lindsay coming in. One of the guys, or the women who run the Hava. She's, I believe, the director. She's coming in here this Sunday with Miss Hava and Mr. Hava. So they'll be here joining us at the ParBar. And then we got FIFA coming up right after that.
You got Island Vibe Baby doing
Oh.
the haka.
Oh yeah, Island Vibe. Island Vibe. Yep, might be out there dancing. I don't know. We'll see
Who?
if I can. Me.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can get me a ticket.
I don't know. But Shabby's playing with Leilani Wolfgram.
Nice.
So that's August 4th.
Oh yeah, I'm helping them out on the stage.
Nice. What are you playing?
I'm just carrying the
No
stuff.
flus?
I'm your
Who
assistant.
knows?
You're my assistant?
I'm your assistant.
Nah, it looks like I hired you.
All right.
Just go out there with a weed whacker. Start cutting the grass.
Oh.
You call you a
H2
chookie.
worker. They call you H2 worker. Your name is Goodyear.
And then, then FIFA
Yeah,
right
fuck
after
you,
that.
bitch.
So there's a lot of events coming up really fast. We've got to catch up
yeah.
on some of our stuff. So anyway, you guys have anything else? I know it's pretty much us that's talking.
They got enough of us last week.
Yeah. It's all good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good?
Like this
Good?
new setup, yeah.
Yeah.
New
Sure
setup's
know.
dope.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, escalators.
Shoots!
And we out. And end the broadcast. Javen.
Yes, stop the broadcast now.
Hey, D. That was good, dude.